We've seen them and we have photographic evidence. That is me every single night. So how has 2019 been treating you so far? Have you been able to keep to your New Year's resolutions? Because we know it's touch and go now. Usually like the first day you're not too bad, but now you're sort of getting into it. The novelty factor of having a resolution begins to wear off a little bit, and now you've actually got to try and focus on doing it. Sometimes I think I don't always appreciate that the actual doing effort of making a resolution. I like the idea of making them, but not necessarily very good at executing on them. So hopefully this year will be a little bit better. Fingers crossed. Maybe you're doing better than me. Now I have got a little bit of a gripe. We're just starting the new year. We've just got over Christmas, and then we've just got over New Year. And you're thinking, okay, brand new year, let's get going. And I was in the supermarket yesterday, and what would be there but Easter eggs? Okay, Easter eggs are officially out. I've seen them. They are there. Is it too early, or are we okay to start looking at Easter? That is the big question today. Is it appropriate to start looking and getting Easter eggs? Because I just feel like we might be cheating on everything. Because Christmas and New Year isn't even like cold yet. Some people have still got their decorations up. It's almost like you're cheating on Christmas and New Year. They're not even over yet. And yet, nope. You're not going to wait for it to just move on. You're starting on Easter. It's like cheating on like a relationship. That's what I feel like it is. But let me know, is it too early, or are you totally there for it? Maybe like, finally, the chocolate is out. It's Easter. Is it too early for Easter? How many of you have been writing the wrong date on most of your things? Me included. It's that awkward time of the year where you've got used to writing 2018 everywhere, that's all you write. And then you're trying to do stuff either on a text message or like you're writing stuff down, and you constantly write 2018. The only problem with writing that is the fact that it's one of those things you can't hide. It's okay with a 7 or a 9 because you can kind of make that into an 8. But there's no hiding it when you mistakenly write 18, because you can't kind of then make that look like a 9. It doesn't work the other way around. So there's only one way to do it. You just have to cross it out or whatever and just rewrite it with a 9. And everybody's going to know that you got it wrong. It's just one of those things. We've been talking a little bit about the fact that Easter is already hitting the shops. It's out there. You might not want to do it, but they're going to force you. We've seen them, and we have photographic evidence. And one thing that I have thought about is the fact that not only are we cheating on Christmas and New Year because they're not even like cold yet, we're not even over it. What about Valentine's Day? We haven't even let Valentine's Day have its moment. And yet Easter is coming in full force. I feel a bit sorry for Valentine's Day now. I'm loving some of the responses about this Easter Christmas business. Christmas is not even over, really. We put some polls out to see what you guys thought of this development, and it's interesting. It's actually very divided. I thought more people would be against it, but it's actually pretty close. So Debbie and Phil and Rachel said no, it's not too early for your Easter chocolate to come out. However, Jason, Katie and Jack all said that it was. They were all like, no, it's too early, don't do it. Also, Chelsea and Mike were well up for it. They were like, no, well into it, love Easter. And yet Bregan and Rita were like, no, don't do it. So it's all fairly like 50-50 split at the moment, which I'm quite surprised about. Are you into having Easter chocolate right now? There's also some great comments on Twitter. People have been tweeting about this. Patria actually wrote this on the 27th, apparently. She took a picture on the 27th of December of mini eggs already in the shops. That's It's literally like 2 days after Christmas. January okay, but doing Easter in December, you're totally cheating on Christmas, surely. Also, Rachel said, how is Easter in the shops already? Yep, it's there. You can't avoid it anymore. And Save at the Moment on Twitter says, she's taken a photo of some hot cross buns and just tweeted, won't those go stale by the 19th of April? They might well indeed, but that's not going to stop this happening. And some people are also well into it. Claudia says she's already got her Easter socks on right now, loving life. Obviously she's well into Easter, I would suggest. I didn't even realise they did Easter socks, so I've learned something new today. And the best one that I think that kind of summarises this all up, and even if you're against having Easter at this moment in time, somebody's made a very, very good point on Twitter. It's the magical time of year when the reduced Christmas chocolate and the early Easter chocolate appears at the same time in the shops. That is such a good point. I didn't even think about that. So you could have Dairy Milk Snowballs and Cadbury Cream Eggs side by side. I'm actually warming to this idea. This is a good point. I might have to try and maximise on this. Go and get some chocolate, reduced chocolate from Christmas with some Cadbury's Cream Eggs. Sorted. Now, as we are just kind of getting into our New Year's resolutions, hopefully you're still sticking to them. This is the time now, this is where it gets difficult. The glamour of like having resolutions at New Year's and New Year's Eve is kind of nice, but now you've got to try and stick to your word. Stick to those things that you've tweeted about, put on Facebook or your Instagram and said, yes, I'm going to do this, and everybody's going to know. You have to try and work on it. Well, there is a new meme that's come out on the internet, and this is the wonder of Twitter, I think, and some of those internet places. This one is all about going out of your way to avoid what's best for you. Especially if you've made a New Year's resolution. It can be amazing the lengths that we'll go to avoid doing it. Sometimes it's hard work, more hard work doing that than actually doing the thing that you said you're going to do, but you really don't want to do it, so you're going to avoid it at all costs. And some of the responses on people avoiding what they know is good for them is amazing. Have you ever purposely avoided doing something that you know would be good for you, but you just don't want to do it? You'll quite happily just go around the subject avoiding it. Although we have the best of intentions, it can be very easy to just avoid what you should do for something that's more attractive. I think we all can be quite guilty of that. The self-restraint of not doing things or avoiding what you should do is quite impressive. It's also amazing the amount of effort that you're willing to go through to avoid what you know is good for you. People have been sharing this on Twitter through a new meme, which basically you put through 3 points on your Twitter feed, and you kind of just draw a bridge over what you know you should do to what you're actually going to do. For example, shared, there's her. What she should do is eat a healthy, balanced meal. However, she's going to build a bridge over that and just have some iced coffee because, hey, it tastes better and you just go to shop and get it. It's great. Also, Sign has put one up saying, me, what I should do is finish the shows that I started ages ago. But what I'm actually going to do is build a bridge over that and start watching a new TV show. We've all been there, especially with places like Netflix where there's like so many, all these sort of streaming sites, so many choices. It's so easy to just start watching something new and just get stuck in a loop of newness. It's a challenge, it really is. There's also some really, really relatable ones on here. Wholesome Yuri on Twitter has shared his. Me, I should be saving money. However, what I'm actually going to do is buy loads of merch and blow all my cash. That's like me every single payday. Can't resist it. Especially when you feel like you've been holding out and then I'm like, treat yourself. Yeah, just give yourself a little bit of a treat. Now this one is so relatable. Belle says, as me, what I should be doing is getting a good night's sleep. What I'm actually going to do is stay up till 4 a.m. That is me every single night. I don't know how it doesn't happen. I have all the best of intentions, but no, I am going to avoid what's good for me and end up doing what's not good for me. So I would try and use these examples to just motivate yourself and think, no, I'm not going to do the easy thing. I'm not going to take the wrong way. I'm going to try and do what's actually good for me. Have you got caught in this loop? You can let me know. I was having a think about what mine is. What is the thing that I am so bad at? What do I avoid like the plague? And this is mine. I think there's me making a decision, which I should do. I should be much better at that. But there's what I normally do, and what I always avoid is that I will just kind of, let me just go and research that a little bit more. Let me just get some more research. I'll have a little bit more of a think about that, and I'll avoid making a decision. That is mine. I'll always build a bridge over that point. And you know something that when it starts to really catch on and people really get into it is when companies start deciding that they're going to do it as well because they want to be in trend and, you know, in with the in crowd. Well, McDonald's got involved in this as well. And theirs is me. What you should do is try all the things on the menu. But what do most people do? They build a bridge over that. Just get McNuggets. Easy. You know you love it. Safe bet every time. I am quite guilty of that as well. Although I do feel like with McDonald's I'm quite, you know, fast food, if you know it, you're not too, I'm quite like up for trying new things. I'm like okay with it. But yeah, there are days when you're just like, no, I just want what I know. I know it's going to be okay. You just keep on going. So as you head into January this year, don't avoid it. You can do it, okay? You can do it. You can embrace, even if it's challenging. Don't be like me and all these people on Twitter. You've got this. Don't build a bridge over what you know is good for you.